Rob, can you pull up foreign direct investment in South Africa? History of foreign direct investment in South Africa. Year over year, I want to take a look at this. Foreign direct investment in South Africa, year over year.
Did you find BEE on there?
I'm going to go back to that as well. The one thing that I saw that in 2023, it was 96.5 billion. In 2022, it was 151 billion. So it dropped 50% in 1 year is what it is. What is foreign direct investment in South Africa in 2024? FDI South Africa 2024. So,
I need a Rob.
Yeah, Rob is very good at what he does.
Has he acted in Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings?
He is.
You should give him a double-headed axe and a white horse. I mean, that's how I see him.
Okay, so Q1, for example, FDI was 24 billion, and Q2 was 16 billion. Q3, did they show you what it is in 2024? I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at right now. Be curious to know what the numbers. So, okay, sometimes some flows of 7.5 billion rand, which is found in Q4, making a turnaround from $3.2 billion. Okay, now, money's not coming in 2024.
And people are leaving.
Yeah.
And the economy's growing at half the rate that population growth is growing. We have one of the highest murder rates in the world. One of the highest rape rates in the world. And remember, most rapes aren't reported. So the reported rapes are one of the highest in the world. We have load shedding, which means you have intermittent electricity. Sometimes 6 hours a day of no electricity. How do you run a country on that? And it's because the ANC has broken and stolen all of our state-owned enterprises. They're destroying the country.
The ANC is. Okay, so Rob, can you type this in on Google? Type in B-BBEE South Africa 30%. Just type in 30%. There you go, percent. So if you zoom in a little bit, you're going to see what it says right there. In South Africa, broad-based Black economic empowerment framework, a 30% target is commonly used for Black ownership in specific sectors for certain compliance requirements. This target is particularly prominent in sectors like telecommunication, broadcast, and post. It also applies to large companies aiming. But does this mean the ownership target is the one I'm looking at? In many cases, the 30% target refers to Black equity ownership in a company. This means that at least 30% of the company's shares or equity must be held by Black individuals. The 30% target is often seen in sectors like telecommunication, broadcast. Okay, so they announced this. How many businesses had to give up 30%, or is it just for startups?
No, it's most of the big corporates.
They went to the big corporates and they said you got to give 30% of it to one Black person?
Or a group of Black people, or a SPV of Black people.
What did that cost people to, and this is Jacob Zuma.
Well, it actually began even earlier. And it was seen as an element of transformation of the economy. And all the corporates accepted it at that time. Like, we've got to transform our economy. We've got to bring the broader Black population in. But all they did was benefit 1,000, 2,000 elites. What would have been smarter would have been to give 30% of your business to your employees and empower them. And that never happened. So you've got these Black billionaires. They're all listed, if you want to hear their names, Cyril Ramaphosa is one of them, who were handed billions of dollars on day one to just participate in these businesses. Have a look at him, what he owns. Cyril, dreadful, dreadful president.
I just tapped in Black billionaires in South Africa. Patrice Motsepe.
And he's Cyril Ramaphosa's brother-in-law.
He is Cyril's brother-in-law.
And his mining company was our family mining company.
And they took it away, or they bought it?
We sold it.
You sold it to him?
Yeah, in the mid-90s, we moved out of mining and industry.
And who is he? Is he somebody that's respected, Patrice Motsepe? I
like him. To his credit, he was the first African to join the Giving Pledge. Buffett's, give away a third of your wealth when you die to charity. He was the first African to do it, to his credit. He's a nice, charming man, but he's Cyril's brother-in-law, and he's never stood up, like most South African corporates have never stood up against the ANC.
Let's stay on Jacob Zuma a little bit.
Okay.
What is this story I hear about Jacob Zuma? Did he have an accusation of having AIDS and he raped someone?
Yeah.
And then he says, after I raped him, it was unprotected, but I showered, so I should be clean.
Yeah. There's a cartoonist.
Is this a joke or is this?
No, it's real. There's a cartoonist in South Africa that did cartoons of Jacob Zuma with a shower head coming out of his head. These are the people running our country.
This guy right here, this one.
This guy, yeah, there we go.
So he raped someone, and then he says, "Don't worry, she didn't." So he's got AIDS. He's got HIV.
Who knows? I mean, he seems pretty fit.
No, but what is the story about him having HIV? Is there truth to it or no?
That I don't know.
Can you zoom in and see what it says? So during the trial, Zuma admitted to having unprotected sex with his accuser, whom he knew to be, the accuser had HIV positive.
Correct.
But memorably claimed that he took a shower afterwards to reduce the risk of contracting HIV.
This is the level of intellect that we have running the country.
And all Bill Clinton did,
Yeah.
I mean,
Was
this guy
smoke a
takes
cigar.
Bill Clinton to,
I know. We've got lunatics running the asylum.
Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or a Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PBD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright.